Hello everybody, my name is Tanya and today we're going to talk about Yes Please by Amy Poelher. So Yes Please was my September pick for the Booktube Recommends Project, and it was recommended to me by the lovely Patty from I Smell Books, and I listened to the audio version, which is why I don't have a book to hold up here, but Patty specifically recommended the audio version, which I'd heard a lot of things about and was pleased to go the audio route, and let's just get into what I thought about it. So it feels almost redundant to kind of talk about this book. It has been huge on Booktube kind of this time last year, and everybody was reading it, and I'm sure there's nothing more I can say about it that somebody else hasn't said many times. But I still wanted to do a quick video about this one just to kind of talk about how I went with it. Basically, I went into this not being an Amy Poelher fan already. So not that I wasn't a fan of her, I'm just not very aware of Amy Poelher at all. So I've not seen Parks and Rec, I've not seen SNL, I've only kind of seen Mean Girls with her in, which of course is a very small role. And looking through her filmography, when I was listening to this, I realised I have seen her in Juice Bigelow, Male Gigolo many years ago before I had any idea who Amy Poelher was, and hadn't even like kind of twigged that she was in there because, well, Juice Bigelow isn't a movie I think about very often. It's been a very long time since I've seen that. So I haven't got the background of being an Amy Poelher fan to go into this one, which I know a lot of people who read Yes Please last year were already huge Amy Poelher fans. So I went into this not knowing anything about her at all basically, and so I've kind of come in to judge her basically solely based on the book, on her narration, and not any preconceived ideas I had of her beforehand. And I did really enjoy this, so even to the extent of listening to the audiobook, I didn't recognise the voice going, oh, that's Amy Poelher. I really had no idea what her voice sounded like. But I think she did a fantastic job narrating the book. Really enjoyed the extra inclusions, like I did recognise the voices of Carol Burnett and Patrick Stewart. So basically this is what you'd imagine an audiobook to be, a story of Amy Poelher's life and her working career, and as Patty said in recommending it, kind of what it means to be a woman. And so I really enjoyed it. I found it to be a lot of fun. I definitely chuckled a lot reading it. I haven't necessarily had it stick with me very strongly since finishing it. So I read this in September. I'm now filming this in late October. And while I still remember it really fondly, and definitely am so pleased to have read it, and, you know, it's something that I happily revisit in the future, it's not necessarily something that I'm, you know, remembering very clearly or, you know, sticking with me very strongly. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, I'm not detracting from it in any way, and my enjoyment of it in any way is not necessarily that type of book. So having now listened to this, not knowing anything about Amy Poelher, I definitely respect her a whole lot. I definitely think she is an incredibly interesting and incredibly talented woman, and I'm definitely interested in checking out more of her stuff. So as I said, I've not seen Parks and Rec. I've heard so many fantastic things about Parks and Rec, and I am now, you know, having heard it from her side and the story of how it came to be and a little bit more about her character, I'm really intrigued to go back and watch that now. Hopefully I can do that at some point in time. I don't know whether I can get SNL here in Australia, like I don't know that that's a thing, but I'd definitely be interested to go back and watch some of her skits, kind of again hearing that inside story of some of them and the fun they had with that show. I'd definitely be intrigued to you know, go back and see some of those episodes. So it's definitely done that for me, and I all around just found it a really enjoyable experience. I just my commute that week was just, I smiled, I laughed, I, you know, felt it along with her. It may not have stuck with me really strongly since, you know, it's not that kind of book necessarily, but I really appreciate this kind of memoir where we're having the humour of it, and it's not kind of a dry recounting, which I know is really rude to say when people are writing their life story. But, you know, there are different kind of types, so this is definitely a pleasure to read, really interesting, and I would highly recommend it. Like I said, it's coming a year too late. The hype for this one has well truly passed, and like I said, everybody went absolutely crazy about it, so basically I'm sure I've brought nothing new to the discussion for this. It feels almost redundant, but I have now finally listened to Yes Please by Amy Poelher. I found it an absolute joy, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye out for Amy Poelher in the future. So if you read this one and want to chat about it, do let me know in the comments, or if you've got any questions. As always, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!